This video isn't easy to make, but when I started this channel, I made a commitment to share all of the mistakes and all of our lessons learned while we're on our journey, so that it might help anyone who's considering getting into this business shorten their journey and avoid what we got wrong. This is probably, well, I'm sure it is, the most embarrassing mistake I've made as a rental property owner. We had a $30,000 turnover on one of our properties. And talking about it now, there's a lot of guilt that comes with it and some shame. A lot of wondering what I could have done differently, what I should have done better. I know now, and I'll do better next time. But let me tell you what happened. We bought a 2-bedroom, 1-bath home in St. Louis. We paid cash. It was $65,000. I would call the neighborhood probably a C-. It came with a Section 8 tenant already in place, and the price to rent ratio was excellent, I thought. The tenant was paying $1,250 a month. So I jumped on it, but I was too excited. The tenant was there for about 2 years and then moved out. Our property manager went in and started to make a list of things that we needed to do during the turnover so that we could get the place rented again. And the list ended up being quite long. I don't know how I missed all of that in the beginning. We ended up having to replace a bunch of windows, a few doors, kitchen cabinetry, and the appliances needed to be replaced. When we purchased the house, we put a new roof on it, so the exterior was in decent shape. When it was all said and done, it added up to $30,000. But the timing of the project made it even worse. We were heading into winter, and by the time the turnover was done, we were right in the middle of winter. So not only did we have the rehab costs, but we ended up having the unit vacant for about 4 months because things were just not renting in the middle of winter. So there were not only the rehab costs, there was also the fact that we had to pay the mortgage for 4 months. Looking back, if I had known that this property was going to take so much to get it in shape to rent to the next tenant, I probably would have not purchased it, or maybe I would have purchased it at $20,000 instead of $65,000. That might have made sense. I want to talk a little bit more about the shame part of this, because that's real. And making a mistake of this size is really embarrassing to talk about. It was a huge setback, and my goal starting out was to pick up a few properties and get them stabilized so that I could help my wife retire. But this felt like I was going backwards. And not that she criticized or had any negative feedback or anything like that, because she knew what I was trying to do. But I guess as the provider, it hit me really hard and took me down a pretty dark path for a little while. But we haven't given up, and we still believe this is going to help us in retirement. And we're hoping to buy more properties in the near future. And with all of the things that we've learned so far, I'm sure that we're going to be getting better with each purchase. A couple of things that I'll do differently next time. For one, I will definitely go and visit the property in person. We haven't seen any of our properties in person yet. And I think with my contractor background that would help me catch a lot of the things that slipped through the cracks the first time. It does mean the cost of a flight, of course, but I think even with that, it would have cost us a lot less than this last turnover did. I'll also raise the bar on the neighborhood. I think next time we'll be going for a B minus at least, instead of a C minus for sure. I thought I was doing everything right. I really leaned heavily on our agent, our property manager, and the property inspector, but so many things still fell through the cracks. And getting out there myself would have saved us thousands of dollars. And if you'd like to check out some of the free resources and tools that we've put together to help you avoid expensive mistakes like this, you can find them on our website at oldguyrei.com. And if you have any other questions, you can reach me at oldguyrei@gmail.com. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. There'll be more lessons to learn coming.